And seeing this oil, we asked, "From where have you come, Draco?" And he did not answer, replying, "From where did you come, Bleak?" And I said, "Draco, Shurg and I have traveled long and far, and we would know to where we are going." And Draco said, "Bleak, Shurg and I have traveled long and far, and we would know to where we are going." And I, Bleak, for I am Bleak, frowned. 33. And Draco frowned, but somehow his frown was deeper than mine. 34.
Your God is so
And the spirit of Draco, the spirit of the Lord, came upon me, and his emission was like oil. And seeing this, I stripped my clothing to be as Draco, and seeing the bath of oil he left in his wake, Shurg and I did crawl through the hole that Draco emerged from. 35. And Draco followed us there into the darkness from whence he had come. 36. And we crawled through a long and twisting passage and at last emerged into a verdant meadow. 37. And far in the distance we glimpsed Batgirl's cowl above the waving grass, and Draco did sprint toward it. 38. I cried out after him, "Draco, stop, for I am Bleak." 39. Draco called Black, "Bleak, stop, for I am Draco." 40. And I, Bleak, for I am Bleak, followed him, and on my heels came Shrug, and my rigid cock pointed the way toward Draco's grand, quavering buttocks, which pursued Batgirl across the meadow, and soon the trees rose about us. 41. And we came upon Draco, quivering at a branching path, looking this way and that, and he wept, for he did not know the path that Batgirl had taken. 42. He said, "To where has the Dark Knight damsel fled, Bleak?" 43. And a voice rose up within me, and I blurted out, "To where has the Dark Knight damsel fled, Draco?" God, fuck. Oh, this hurts. Oh, man. 44. And then Draco took from his clenched buttocks a knife of great length and plunged it into his throat. 45. Shocked, shrugged eye, Bleak, for I am Bleak, looked on as the life flowed out from Draco's throat and he fell in the dust. 46. And again the Spirit of the Lord came upon me. FYI, I am Bleak, and my tripping hand whipped back to my buttocks, and there I found the knife handle. 47. And I tore it from its spasmed prison and sought my own throat with its point. 48. But Shrug's hand did seek my wrist, and he held it fast, and the brown streaked point quavered an inch from my pulsing throat. 49. And Shrug whispered, "Starblood." 50. And my hand fell from the knife's hilt and grasped my still rigid shaft. 51. And I worked the shaft as we trod over Draco's still trembling corpse and walked down the left-hand path so deeper into the shadow of the trees. 52. My dick had the scent, and this it followed, the scent of Starblood, ever elusive, that croak which had haunted my night at Areola. 53. And Shrug behind me cleaned the trail of all the weavings which I, Bleak, for as you know I am Bleak, could not attend to, for I, Bleak, was beyond the biology of my, Bleak's, body. 54. And in Shrug's mind the trail was but another fresco, as the world is just a fresco, and all we are is dust on the fresco. 55, and my dick and I pursue the trail of star blood up into the skies, mounting a rainbow bridge even unto the moon, and beyond it to the surface of the sun. 56, and there stood Spinach, and he was fucking adorable, and his touch did heal the cock bruise, which up to then had still marred the cheek of Shurg. 57, and I was bleak. 58 later, we found the boulder, and I, Bleak, totally fucked the shit out of it. 59, and so Bleak, that is me, judged Israel 20 years. The end.